Imagine losing your father at age 4, then being abandoned by your mother and bouncing between foster homes and orphanages. Imagine working 100-hour weeks, sleeping in your own pizza shop because you couldn't afford rent. That was the brutal reality for Tom Monaghan, the founder of Domino's Pizza. But this isn't just another rags to riches story. This is the tale of deadly delivery drivers, million-dollar lawsuits, a mascot that triggered a hostage situation, and the day Domino's publicly admitted their pizza tasted like cardboard. Christmas Eve, 1941. 4-year-old Tom Monaghan screamed at his father's casket, begging him to wake up. His father had died from severe ulcers, leaving Tom's mother with 2 kids and $27.50 a week from a camera factory job. She couldn't afford to raise them alone, so Tom and his brother Jim were shipped off to foster homes. For the next 7 years, Tom bounced between foster homes, Catholic orphanages, and farms where he worked brutal hours for almost nothing. At one boarding school, he told his class he wanted to be a priest, an architect, and a baseball player. The kids laughed, but Tom had ambition burning inside him. "One day, I'm going to be rich and famous," he told anyone who would listen. When Tom finally escaped to join the Marines, he saved $2,000 for college. Then, he lost every penny to a get-rich-quick oil scam. He was left with just $15 and a ruptured eardrum. The $500 gamble. In 1960, Tom's brother Jim came to him with an idea that would change everything. A small pizzeria called Dominos was for sale, $500 down plus $2,000 in debt. The brothers scraped together their savings and took a $900 loan. They had no idea how to make pizza. The owner taught them his sauce recipe and wished them luck. Their first week, $99 in sales, and they didn't even have a phone. But within 8 months, Jim wanted out. The work was too hard, the hours too long. In what might be the worst business deal in history, Tom traded Jim's 50% ownership for a used Volkswagen Beetle. Tom was now alone, broke, and sleeping in his pizza shop. He was working 100-hour weeks, eating only burned pizzas that customers didn't pick up. The breakthrough. One night, half of Tom's staff didn't show up. Desperate, he cut the menu down to just essentials to survive the rush. It turned out to be their most profitable night ever. Tom realized something revolutionary. Simplicity was power. He cut the menu to just 2 pizza sizes, 1 type of crust, 6 toppings, and 1 drink, Coca-Cola. Sales exploded. Then, Tom made another bold decision that would define Domino's forever. He removed all tables and chairs. While Pizza Hut focused on sit-down dining, Tom bet everything on delivery. He even invented the corrugated pizza box, telling manufacturers, "American technology is putting satellites in orbit, and you can't punch a hole in cardboard?" The empire rises. Tom's franchise model was genius. Instead of charging huge upfront fees, he made potential owners work in a Domino's for a year first. Only then could they earn their own store. By 1978, Domino's had 200 stores, but Tom wanted more, much more. In 1984, he launched the guarantee that made them famous: 30 minutes or free. Sales exploded. Domino's grew from 300 to 5,000 stores in the 1980s alone. Tom was so successful, he bought the Detroit Tigers baseball team. They won the World Series the next year. But the 30-minute guarantee came with a deadly price. 1989, a 17-year-old Domino's driver lost control of his truck and died trying to make a delivery in under 30 minutes. Then another death, then another. The headlines were brutal. Domino's deadly delivery problem. The lawsuits were even worse. One case, $32 million. Another, $79 million. Over 20 people had died because drivers were speeding to beat the clock. Consumer groups formed People Against Dangerous Delivery. The company that built its empire on speed was now synonymous with death. Tom was forced to abandon the 30-minute guarantee, but the damage was done. The Noid Nightmare. To distract from the delivery disasters, Domino's launched their strangest marketing campaign ever, the Noid, a bizarre buck-toothed creature that customers should avoid. The ads were everywhere. The Noid became a cultural phenomenon, spawning toys, video games, and merchandise. Then came January 30th, 1989. A mentally ill man named Kenneth Lamar Noid walked into a Domino's in Georgia with a gun. He held 2 employees hostage for 5 hours, convinced the Avoid the Noid campaign was personally targeting him. While eating a pizza, he forced the hostages to make "They escaped." The Noid was immediately pulled from all advertising. Tom's strong Catholic beliefs led him to donate $110,000 to fight abortion funding. He used the Domino's Foundation name, sparking massive boycotts. "You couldn't keep him quiet," a spokesperson later admitted. "He was really pissing people off." The boycotts threatened thousands of franchise owners and employees. In 1998, Tom made a shocking decision. He sold Domino's to Bain Capital for $1.1 billion. The abandoned Orphan had become a billionaire. The viral catastrophe. But Domino's darkest hour was yet to come. Easter Sunday, 2009. Two bored employees filmed themselves doing disgusting things to pizza ingredients. Sneezing on sandwiches, contaminating food. They uploaded it to YouTube as "Disgusting Domino's People." Within days, the video hit 2 million views. When you search Domino's on Google, 5 of the first results were about the gross video. A national study showed 65% of customers were less likely to order from Domino's after seeing it. The company was in freefall. Stock price, under $3. Reviews, terrible. The pizza that built an empire was being called cardboard. The impossible comeback. In 2010, new CEO Patrick Doyle did something unprecedented. He conducted focus groups and let customers destroy Domino's on camera. "The crust tastes like cardboard," one said. "There's no flavor," said another. Instead of hiding from the criticism, Doyle did the unthinkable. He agreed with them. Domino's launched a campaign admitting their pizza was terrible. They showed the brutal focus group footage. They apologized. Then they announced they were starting over. New recipe, new ingredients, everything rebuilt from the crust up. The gamble was insane. A 50-year-old company admitting their flagship product was garbage. It worked. But the real secret to Domino's resurrection wasn't just better pizza. It was becoming a technology company that happened to sell food. Domino's pioneered mobile ordering in 2007, years before competitors. They launched pizza tracking so customers could watch their order from oven to doorstep. They experimented with delivery drones and self-driving cars. Domino's is a tech company that just happens to sell pizza, Doyle declared. The results were staggering. From under $3 in 2008, Domino's stock hit over $400, nearly 4,000% growth, making it one of the best investments of the decade. The final victory. In 2019, after 60 years of fighting, Domino's finally achieved what Tom Monaghan had dreamed of as a broke kid sleeping in his pizza shop. They overtook Pizza Hut to become the world's largest pizza company. From an abandoned orphan with $15 to his name, to a billion-dollar empire that changed how the world orders food. The boy who once told his classmates he'd be rich and famous had kept his promise, and proved that sometimes the most broken beginnings create the most extraordinary endings. Here's what's incredible about Tom's journey. He built this empire through pure instinct, trial and error, and relentless work. But today's entrepreneurs have a massive advantage Tom never had: AI. Think about it. Tom spent years conducting manual market research, testing menu items, and making strategic decisions based on limited data. Modern entrepreneurs can use AI to analyze customer behavior, predict market trends, and optimize operations in real time. While Tom was working 100-hour weeks to understand his customers, today's successful business builders use AI to gain insights instantly and scale faster than ever thought possible. If you want to build your own empire and leverage the tools that could have accelerated Tom's success by decades, check out AI Frontrunners in the description, the #2 ranked AI course in the world on what platform. It reveals the exact AI systems that modern entrepreneurs use to dominate their markets. So, next time you order pizza with a few taps on your phone, remember Tom Monaghan, the abandoned kid who turned a $500 gamble into a global empire and changed how the world thinks about food delivery forever. What other incredible business stories should we break down next? Drop your suggestions in the comments below.